ICT Functional Skills, File and Folder Management. Topics you need to know: file naming, folder structure, compressing content, storage, and screenshots in the print screen function. File renaming. You can single click an already selected file to rename it. You can also right click a file and select the option to rename it from there. Check the existing file naming system that your colleagues are using. So then here you can see a name, a year, and what version the document is. This is useful as you sometimes may want to keep a version that you've emailed out or used for publicity. Any changes made, you might want to change the version name to reflect that. Okay, so folder structure. Use an easy to use folder structure and check again what's already existing. Is it fairly easy for others to navigate through your folders and find the files that they need? Compressing content. Compressed content, or zip files is the common Windows version, take up less space and so they're easier to email. Zip files, as you can see here, resemble a folder and have a little zip icon in them. And you can see inside here in the type, it's a compressed zipped file. Don't just open up the zip file and try and work from the content from there. You may encounter issues. Go back to the file, right click and use the extract all, and make sure you're actually working in the folder that's been created and not the zip file. If you need to compress content, you right click on a file or folder, you go to send to and choose compressed, where you can rename and follow through the steps accordingly. Examples of storage. You can get a hard drive, you have diskettes, there's also memory sticks, and of course now you've got to the more popular cloud storage. These are mainly useful for backing up and transferring. It's always a good idea to back up content, but don't keep files on sort of portable storage devices that you use regularly. You want to have them on a main computer as well, so they're mainly for backup and transfer. When you finish the device on the computer at that time, make sure you eject the device. You can normally do this via this dock just down here. If there's a memory stick in here, it would show, and I could right click and choose eject. That's because there's power and information might still be going through that stick, and you can short the memory stick and corrupt the data if you don't do that properly. And most people will be more up to date with the cloud and used to using the cloud their devices, and that can be quite secure, but of course you need an internet connection to do this. And if you're using any private data, you want to make sure that's encrypted, whether that's on a portable device or if you're sending it via somebody via the cloud as well. Okay, another key feature is a screenshot, and you will need this for the exam. And what that does, that creates an image of your current screen. So my keyboard, it's slightly different on different keyboards, but mine says print screen, with screen abbreviated. If I press this now, if I just briefly create a new Word file, and what will happen is I've created a copy of my background screen. And some people may wish to trim this, but it's not always a good idea as you may trim out some important information. So I tend to leave the whole screen. They can zoom in if they want to, or depends if it's being looked at digitally or printed. Now, because I potentially copied my screen, all I need to do now is go to paste. And there's something on the computer called the clipboard, and that print screen that was saved to the clipboard has now pasted that last item onto my screen. And you can see I've got a full screen. So if anyone wondered when I printed this or created this copy, they can see the date and time down there. They can see whereabouts I was, so if I was in a different browser, they can see what browser I was having issues with. And they can see the folder structure of exactly where I'm having this issue. So all the details they need should be on that screen. If I was to trim this and make it tidy, some of that information could be lost. There may be follow-up questions to answer. Practice task. Create a folder in your Documents area and give it a suitable title. Add a new Word file to this folder and rename it. Take a screenshot of the contents of your new folder and paste it into your new Word file.